Seoul, in the fast-paced, ever-evolving world of global pop culture, few phenomena command as much instant, widespread, and electrifying attention as the public appearances of BTS members. Among them, Jungkook, the group's multi-talented golden Maknae, holds a unique position as a global style icon, a musical powerhouse, and a cultural trendsetter whose every move is tracked by millions of adoring fans and media outlets worldwide. On the morning of June 4, 2026, the quiet, routine atmosphere of Gimpo International Airport in Seoul was completely transformed into a vibrant epicenter of media frenzy and fan enthusiasm. The reason for this sudden shift was simple yet momentous. Jungkook was spotted arriving at the terminal, preparing to board a flight to attend a highly anticipated global brand event overseas. Even with his face significantly obscured by carefully chosen travel attire, a signature look that has become synonymous with his low-profile airport style, Jungkook's unmistakable aura and striking presence were impossible to hide. The moment his vehicle pulled up to the curb, a wave of excitement washed over the gathered crowd of photojournalists, reporters, and dedicated fans who had waited hours in the early morning chill just to catch a fleeting glimpse of the international superstar. This departure not only marks another major milestone in Jungkook's extensive portfolio of high-profile international engagements, but also underscores the enduring, monumental impact that BTS continues to wield on the global stage, bridging the worlds of music, luxury fashion, and international lifestyle. Long before the sun had fully risen over the horizon on June 4th, Gimpo International Airport was already buzzing with an unusual level of energy. For seasoned airport reporters and dedicated K-pop enthusiasts, the signs were clear. A major celebrity departure was imminent. Cameras were meticulously set up on heavy tripods, lenses were polished, and security personnel began organizing barriers to maintain a safe, orderly pathway through the terminal. The anticipation was palpable, hanging thick in the morning air as everyone waited for the arrival of one of the world's most recognizable faces. When Jungkook's sleek, dark vehicle finally came to a halt outside the departure hall, the collective intake of breath from the crowd was almost audible. As the door slid open and the young icon stepped out onto the pavement, the silence was instantly shattered by the rapid-fire clicking of high-speed camera shutters and the ecstatic cheers of fans who had gathered safely behind the security lines. Despite the early hour, Jungkook exuded an effortless, cool confidence that immediately commanded the attention of everyone in the vicinity. He walked with a relaxed yet purposeful stride, navigating the bustling environment with the practiced ease of a seasoned global traveler who has spent more than a decade in the intense glare of the public eye. The scene inside the terminal was no less chaotic, yet it was managed with impressive efficiency by both airport security and Jungkook's personal detail. A protective perimeter was maintained around the artist, ensuring he could walk through the check-in and security areas without interruption, while still allowing the media to capture the crucial visual updates that fans across the globe were desperately waiting for online. The sheer scale of the media presence at Gimpo was a testament to Jungkook's unrivaled star power. Major news networks, entertainment outlets, and independent creators had all dispatched teams to cover what might otherwise be a routine international departure, turning it into a major breaking news event in the world of entertainment. Airport fashion in South Korea has evolved from mere travel convenience into a highly scrutinized, influential subgenre of the fashion industry. For an artist of Jungkook's caliber, what he chooses to wear while catching a flight can instantly influence global fashion trends, sell out clothing lines within minutes, and spark endless discussions across social media platforms. For his departure on June 4th, Jungkook opted for a look that perfectly balanced his personal preference for comfort and privacy with an undeniable sense of high fashion edge. Jungkook stepped out in a meticulously coordinated, monochromatic all-black ensemble that exuded a powerful, utilitarian aesthetic. He wore an oversized, relaxed fit black jacket that combined elements of streetwear comfort with high-end tailoring, paired with matching loose-fitting black cargo trousers that gave the outfit a rugged, contemporary silhouette. To complement this laid-back yet fiercely stylish look, He wore a dark baseball cap pulled low over his brow and a thick black fabric mask that covered his face from the bridge of his nose down to his neck. This high-coverage styling choice is a frequent go-to for K-pop stars seeking a modicum of privacy during hectic travel schedules. But on Jungkook, it functioned as a deliberate style statement, enhancing his enigmatic and mysterious allure. What captured the immediate attention of fashion critics and fans alike was the stark contrast between the heavy, protective clothing and Jungkook's remarkably bright, expressive eyes. With his face almost entirely covered, his eyes became the central focus of his visual presentation. Reporters on the scene noted that his gaze was incredibly clear, alert, and full of life despite the early morning schedule, a detail that was quickly highlighted in breaking news headlines across South Korean media. The ability to project an intense, captivating charisma using nothing more than a glance is a rare quality, and Jungkook demonstrated it effortlessly as he looked toward the rows of flashing cameras, acknowledging the media with a subtle, polite nod of his head. The details of his outfit were quickly cataloged by online fashion archivists who specialize in tracking the wardrobes of BTS members. From the specific brand of his oversized jacket to the subtle designer accents on his footwear and travel bag, every element of his look was analyzed for clues regarding his destination and the nature of the global brand event he was traveling to attend. The immense interest in his attire highlights Jungkook's status as a premier muse for the luxury fashion industry, where his endorsement, whether explicit or accidental, carries immense commercial weight and cultural relevance. The reaction from the South Korean media to Jungkook's appearance at Gimpo International Airport was instantaneous and overwhelmingly positive. In K-media culture, headlines are renowned for their poetic, highly descriptive, and enthusiastic nature, often elevating standard celebrity sightings into grand artistic narratives. Jungkook's departure on June 4th was no exception, as major entertainment outlets rushed to publish articles featuring striking photography and rapturous commentary on his visual appeal. One prominent media outlet, Dispatch, captured the general sentiment perfectly with a headline that quickly went viral across domestic and international online communities. The publication praised the artist's striking appearance, noting that even with his face fully concealed by a mask and cap, his clear, sparkling eyes were more than enough to convey his world-class handsomeness. This sentiment was echoed across various entertainment news portals, with headlines focusing heavily on the theme of his piercing gaze and how his natural charisma managed to pierce through the heavy layers of his streetwear attire. Journalists on the scene remarked on Jungkook's impeccable manners and professional demeanor during the brief walk from his vehicle to the secure customs area. Despite being surrounded by a wall of flashing lights and shouting photographers, he remained calm, composed, and thoroughly polite. He frequently raised a hand to wave to the press and the fans, offering a gentle, respectful greeting that showed his deep appreciation for those who had come out to support him. This harmonious interaction between the artist, the media, and the public is a hallmark of Jungkook's public life, reinforcing his reputation not just as an elite global talent, but as a grounded, considerate individual who respects the work of the press and the devotion of his fanbase. The rapid dissemination of these media reports created a massive wave of engagement online. Within minutes of the first photos being uploaded to the internet, articles detailing Jungkook's airport appearance surged to the top of real-time trending lists on major South Korean search engines and entertainment portals. The media's fascination with his appearance serves as a powerful reminder of his cultural dominance. Even a brief, 5-minute walk through an airport terminal is enough to generate a massive volume of high-quality journalism, critical fashion analysis, and intense public discussion. While the immediate focus of the morning was undoubtedly Jungkook's striking airport appearance and fashion choices, the underlying reason for his international travel generated an equal amount of intense speculation and excitement. The official reports confirmed that the BTS member was departing Seoul to fulfill a high-priority schedule related to a major global brand event. As an ambassador for some of the world's most prestigious and recognizable luxury fashion and lifestyle brands, Jungkook's participation in international corporate events is always a high-stakes, glamorous affair that attracts global attention. In recent years, the relationship between high-end fashion houses and elite K-pop artists has transformed the global marketing landscape. Brands no longer view these artists merely as regional influencers, but as central figures capable of anchoring major worldwide campaigns, launching exclusive product lines, and driving unprecedented levels of consumer engagement across multiple continents. Jungkook, with his massive cross-generational appeal, unparalleled social media metrics, and distinct personal style, represents the absolute pinnacle of this corporate creative synergy. His attendance at a global brand event is guaranteed to elevate the brand's visibility, making it one of the most anticipated fashion calendar events of the season. Speculation regarding the specific nature of the event began to circulate rapidly within online fan communities and industry circles. Given his well-documented partnerships and past historic campaigns, expectations were incredibly high for a spectacular showcase that would feature new creative concepts, stunning editorial photography, and high-profile interactions with other international celebrities and fashion elite. The journey from Gimpo International Airport was just the opening act of what promised to be a major international showcase, positioning Jungkook once again at the intersection of music, style, and global commerce. The strategic timing of this departure also reflects the meticulous planning that defines the modern entertainment industry. For a global icon, balancing creative studio work, personal life, and high-profile international corporate obligations requires a monumental logistical effort. The seamless execution of his departure from Seoul is a credit to the dedicated teams working behind the scenes to ensure that every aspect of Jungkook's professional schedule is executed to perfection, allowing him to represent South Korea and the global music community on the world stage with maximum impact. As Jungkook was physically clearing security checks and preparing for his flight, a parallel event of massive proportions was unfolding in the digital realm. The global BTS fanbase, known collectively as ARMY, demonstrated their legendary organizing power and digital speed by instantly amplifying the news of his departure across every major social media platform, including X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and various international community forums. Within less than an hour of the first media images being published, hashtags and keywords related to Jungkook's airport appearance claimed the top spots on global trending charts. Phrases like, "Have a safe flight Jungkook," "Jungkook," and "airport fashion" experienced an exponential surge in mentions, with hundreds of thousands of individual posts being generated every few minutes. Fans shared high-definition press photographs, created detailed close-ups of his expressive eyes, and produced short video edits capturing his polite bows and waves to the crowd, turning the routine travel update into a worldwide celebration of the artist. The digital discourse focused heavily on the unique charm of Jungkook's traveling style. Many fans expressed admiration for his ability to look incredibly fashionable and intimidatingly cool while wearing an outfit designed for comfort and anonymity. The contrast between his fierce, dark streetwear and his warm, gentle interactions with the people at the airport was a major point of discussion, with users praising his enduring humility and kindness. Memes, fan art, and stylistic breakdowns of his look flooded the internet, showcasing the deep, multifaceted engagement that defines the relationship between Jungkook and his global audience. This massive digital explosion has tangible real-world implications. In the modern entertainment ecosystem, real-time social media metrics are a crucial indicator of an artist's cultural currency and commercial viability. The instantaneous, overwhelming global response to a simple airport departure serves as a powerful demonstration to international brands and corporate partners of the immense, passionate audience that Jungkook commands. It illustrates that his influence is not confined by geographic borders or time zones. A morning departure in Seoul instantly resonates with millions of people across the Americas, Europe, Asia, and Africa, creating a synchronized global moment of shared excitement.